Hey girls! I cannot believe that it's already time to do this again. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, happy summer. I am officially home. I've been home for a couple of days now. I've been home since Wednesday evening. It rained the entire time I was coming back, like the entire time. Except for the very end, I guess so, not the entire time. When there was actually a really, really pretty rainbow. I tried to take a picture of it, but I figured I shouldn't be doing that while I'm supposed to be traveling. So, being home has been really, really nice so far. I mean, I miss all of you guys quite a lot. I'm not going to lie about that. But it's been good to be home with the family. I've already celebrated 2 birthdays since coming home. Benjamin's was the night that I got home, and then my mom's was the very next day. And then Daniel's is coming up this week on Tuesday, but we might be celebrating it tonight. So, I guess since we have different people doing it a bit this year, we should probably all do introductions again, just whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I'm Kara, and I am 19 years old, and I'm kind of awkward, just a little bit, little bit. That's really all you need to know. You'll probably figure out a lot more along the way. Most of you already know me, so, well, all of you. Gosh, I'm so awkward. Okay. So, my personal summer project this year is to read a whole bunch of books that were suggested by my friends instead of picking them out on my own. So this year I asked a whole bunch of my closest friends to give me a suggestion for a book that they would want me to read this summer. So, first person I actually managed to ask was Dave Valentine, who most of you know, who is our student campus minister back at Tech, or assistant student campus minister, and he suggested, believe it or not, for me, Stephen King. He said The Green Mile or The Shawshank Redemption. And when I went to the library the other day with my friend David, couldn't actually find either of them. They had a whole bunch of Stephen King, but none of those two. Not a single copy of one. Which is weird, because you would think that of all the books of his that they'd have. But in any case, that was not how it worked out. So either I have to get a new suggestion for him or find a way to get those books. My dad probably has them somewhere, so we'll try that next. Okay, bouncing the table. Alright, next order of business. Second person that I talked about the project with was Will. And he suggested 1984, because he, Mary Beth, and I were talking about that book. Can't remember how we got on the topic, but yeah, so 1984 is Will's suggestion. And then Mary Beth's very favorite book is The End of the Affair. So she loaned that to me for the summer out of her personal bookshelf. So I have that one. And then Christian suggested Monkey Bridge. And I won't even pretend to know how to say the author's name, so I won't do that. But I actually started with that one because it was the first one I picked up from the library, and it's really good so far, and I'm only 17 pages in, so I'm really excited. But yeah, his mom suggested it to him, I guess, and then so he's reading it right now as well. Pretty cool. Katie then suggested Crime and Punishment, which I've always wanted to read, but never been able to actually sit down and do. So hopefully I'll be able to manage that this summer. I won't even pretend to know how to say that author's last name either. It's one of those Russian ones. Okay, and then Nicole had a hard time picking just one, but she ended up settling on Mere Christianity, which I was planning on reading this summer anyway, and which has actually been impossible to find so far. My library doesn't have it, which is kind of weird. And then when I was at the Christian bookstore the other day, they didn't have it either, but actually it was a Catholic bookstore, so that's probably why. So, then my mom suggested a book called No Turning Back, and the last name of the author is Calloway, and I don't know anything about it other than that she just recently read it and loved it herself. So, and then my friend David, who took me to the library the other day, he loaned me this book that he told me about that he read recently, which is called This Is Your Brain on Music, and it's the science of a human obsession, and it's really cool. It's all about how music actually functions within your brain, and I don't know, I'm super excited to read it, but that one's next. And then there are several of you who still haven't gotten back to me, like Katie Reinsel. You still haven't gotten to me about your book suggestion. That's because you think that I haven't, like, I've read all the good books that you've read, but it's so not true. You have to keep thinking about it, okay? And Megan Salvado, you need to give me your book suggestion. If you already did, I'm sorry. Okay. I haven't done anything really exciting. Last night I got lost for about an hour in Norfolk. That was fun. Typical of me. All of you that have driven with me before are not surprised, I'm sure. And then my sister and I ended up in the mall. Oh gosh. Yay. We ended up in the mall in our area after a very long time, just lost and doing about, I think 18 U-turns was our count. I can't remember. But yeah, we ended up in Greenbrier, and we just tried on a bunch of prom dresses just for fun, and a bunch of like really big Easter hats. I have this picture of Anna with like a hat that's like a rice patty hat almost, so it's like all the way like out to here. It's awesome. And we've determined that I look really bad in hats, so if any of you ever see me wearing a hat, please tell me to take it off. I don't really know what to tell you other than that. Oh, we got locked into Macy's. That was cool. We tried to get out and then had to let the policeman let us out. So yeah, just my epic life. So there you are. I love all of you, and I can't wait to see you all again at the end of the summer, and I can't wait to see you in your videos. And yeah, Megan's actually traveling out to Tennessee right now, so everyone think happy thoughts and say prayers for her for getting out there safely. Okay, happy Sunday. I love you girls. Bye.